All right. Okay. Hoo-hoo. All right. Okay, just going to make sure that I am live and I'm heard. If you are here, welcome. Please let me know if you're here. Say hello. I love to say hello back to you. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Let's see, make sure everything is good. Okay. Okay. Hello, beautiful ones. So it's been a hot moment. I haven't been here in a while. I know it's been quite a spectacular journey. Things have been shifting greatly in my life. And so I wanted to come in here today to have an important conversation with you. And also just to share some of the things that are happening in my world and have a little shop with me moment here with you as well. And then just wrap up with anything that's coming up for you. If you want to comment and share any questions, any self inquiry moment coming through as I channel through my message, um, it's all welcome. It's all welcome. So I just want to put this out there. So, welcome again. Thank you so much for being here with me. I just want to share that if you are new to my world, welcome. My name is Li Ying, and I am a sacred transformation mentor for multidimensional feminine leaders to help them to embody their vortex of stillness so that they can live on purpose in their authentic power. I am also a Cha Dao ceremonial keeper. Cha Dao is the way of tea in English, and I work with tea as a sacred medicine in ceremony. And it is the underpinning energetic river that runs through all of my offerings, my mentorship, because I truly believe that this is a beautiful, sacred, lush space that can enable us to really drop the doing, the hustling, the thinking of how and why and how much and what and when, and truly, truly drop in from the mind into the heart and allow our soulful self, our highest self to rise. And we become this embodiment of love. We become this soul living in a body. And so I'm really excited for some of the things that are coming up in my world. And there has been some shifts as well. So one of the things I want to come in and share with you is this important conversation that I mentioned. I was in London over the weekend, and some of the most beautiful experiences occurred over the weekend when I was deep in spiritual mentorship. I am always learning, I'm always open to new experiences, I'm always working with mentors because I truly believe in the saying of 1 to 10 and 10 to 1, meaning I always carry with me a beginner's mind. And one of the things I remember profoundly being said is that you get to be the pioneer in your field. And it really hit me so deep in the core because it almost felt like a remembrance. And this brings me to one of the things that really came through. It was a revelation and also something that is a remembrance. It's like I always felt like something was misaligned, but I didn't know what it was until this landed. And why it landed at this time is also so divine. And I'm going to dive deeper into that because that is how I lead in my work. That is truly what I do, what I stand for. And that is the integration of mind, body, and spirit. So when we are working in the world of energy, if you identify as a mystic, a healer, somebody who's multidimensional, whether you call yourself a psychic, a goddess, a priestess, a witch, it is so important for us to really stand in our power, to really stand by our own truth. Our true nature is going to empower us to be of service, to be of the highest level of service. And this is so important because energy doesn't lie. It doesn't lie. And so I speak from personal experience where I came from a truly, masculine driven society. I grew up with that conditioning that you got to work hard in order to get what you want. You got to really, really hustle and do a lot of things before you can reap the rewards, right? But what if you knew how you can literally get to where you want to go in a non-linear fashion? What if you know that you can collapse time and space? What if you know that with your energy driving this vessel, you can literally call in what you desire? This is so important because I want to share with you that after years and years and years of coming from anorexia, trying to fit myself into a mold, trying to be likable and acceptable, trying so hard to fit in, to find a place that accepts me for who I am, I actually am in a place where I can feel that I am powerful, I am aligned with my Tao, and I am free. I am liberated to do exactly what I'm here to do and still stand wide open as a gateway for more to come. And I don't need anything outside of me to prove to me that I'm on the right track because I just feel that I am on the right track. And this may be known as trust. It may be known as trust for you. It may be known as faith in the unknown. It may be known as deep knowing. But what it really is, and is so possible for you, is the mind getting on board with my soul mission. That's really what it is. This is what is going on. And I want to let you know that most people in this world live in a way where the mind tends to be the driving force. It's in the driver's seat and it tends to judge, it tends to play a little bit small, it tends to be critical, it tends to be very complaining and haranguing. It likes to tell you that you're doing it wrong. That's the mind. But if you are allowing your soul to lead you, you know that you will never ever feel like you're playing too small. You will never ever feel like, am I doing this wrong? You will feel aligned, even though everything around you or everyone around you doesn't get what you're doing. You will feel so like this deep conviction, even though nothing really is changing in your world. There are no evidence that is actually happening. But you just know, you have this deep embodied knowing that it is all coming. It is all happening already. And I'm speaking into the ether with this embodied knowing that they are there, that they are listening. And so for leaders, it is so important. I find that it is incredibly powerful, and I want to share this with you. I want to share this medicine with you as well. And a lot of the things that I do in my world is always leading back to how can we live fully in our creative expression. And when we talk about creative expression, let us all remember what it really means to create. To be creative is really to allow the divine to come through you fully. The divine is at work. The divine is creating. Every art piece, every word, every poetry, every masterpiece that we look at, the moment we feel something rise in us, something that moves us, it is created by allowing the divine through us. And if we can connect with that divinity within us, you're tapping into limitless potential. And each one of you have it. You do. It is time for us to really come into our power, to stand in our authentic power, to know that we are here with a sacred mission. We are here to serve. And if we're coming from a place where we know that we are here to serve the highest good and let the highest good be done, can you imagine what kind of world we're living in? We're raising our own state of consciousness, and while we're doing that, we're raising the state of consciousness of the humanity at large as well. This is what it means to be doing our own work to serve the greater good. It is so important because we're not just living as a singular drop in the ocean. We are the wave in the ocean. We're not the ones surfing on the wave. We are the wave. If we can embody that energy, if we know with deep, just this, like, oh my gosh, it's as natural as knowing my own name. We can be the pioneer in our field. That is what it means to be a pioneer in our field. I wrote today in a post, I will still be doing this work even if no one is buying. I will still be doing this work even if nobody is joining my space. I have such a deep conviction of my medicine that any circumstances, whether there is like so many people, whether there is nobody, it doesn't reflect anything about the potency of my work. I have such deep conviction that I know everything I put out is never about the money or number of people who buy. And I see this stumping so many leaders who are in this world, whether you're a coach, whether you're a mystic or a mentor. You get wrought up in the mind about how many people are buying. Nobody's buying. That means that I am not worthy of this. Or how much should I charge? Like, how much is too much? How much is too little? Oh my God, I'm overworked. I'm burnt out. I'm this. I'm exhausted. Everything. And I want you to know that if you feel that way, it's time to put down the logical mind and start to really open up to the possibility of tapping into your limitless potential. And the work that I lead in is all about that. It's about embodying your own authentic power. Because if you are still borrowing power from outside of yourself when things are going well and you're like, yes, yes, yes. And when things are not going well and you're like, fuck this, I am so dead, I'm gonna give up, or like, I'm not worthy of this, I'm an imposter, then you can rest assured that you have a vortex of stillness within you that is just inviting you right now to rise, to really deeply anchor into that. Every time we feel fear, every time we feel something that is like anxiety or lack or scarcity, I want you to know here and now as you listen to me, it's an invitation. It's an invitation for you to step into your next level. It's an invitation for you for a transformation to happen. And because I know this deeply and I've gone through this myself before, I know that it is going to alchemize. It's going to alchemize from lead to gold. Fear turns into passion. Anxiety turns into your next level. Anxiety is literally like too much energy is spilling out of your solar plexus. And if you know how to open up your channels to activate the circuits for you to perceive a wider point of view in your life, and we're going to work at a very energetic level at this, you actually start to see things very differently. You start to really channel the power of your mind to work together with your soul. That is the ultimate intention. That is what's happening basically. So it's so important to understand this because We get so hung up in the head, and then we start to think maybe we should do more work in the head to figure things out. But what if there is a way where you can just really work with your body and start to integrate the mind and call in that higher level of frequency, and your body is able to hold it? So much about embodying your authentic power, about stepping up and leveling up, is about can you really feel it? Or are you just intellectualizing it? Are you just thinking, oh, I get that I'm a cosmic being, I'm a spiritual being, I am doing what I can, and yeah, but you're not feeling it. You're not actually feeling it. You're not actually saying, I know this as true as my name. I know this as true as I know who I am. And so my intention is really to help you, to guide you, to light the way for you to embody the vortex of stillness so that you can take aligned actions from that space of stillness, because it is in the stillness that you can start to hear your soul speak. It is in the stillness that you can start to really tune in to your true nature. And if there's anything like, oh God, I don't even know what my true nature is, I want to just take a moment and dial you back to the very simple truth that every person, your true nature is love. It's always been love. It is that impulse to provide. It is that impulse to share your kindness. Is the impulse to say, oh, what a cute puppy. Is the impulse where when you're standing by the ocean or on the mountaintop, you can feel so alive. That is love. Every single one of you have it. If you can harness that love as a leader and lead with that love, that cosmic, grandmotherly, wise love, you can create so much magic in this world and shine the way for others to know that they don't have to be fixed, that they're not broken, that they're not unloved just because they have something lacking. We can all come into a space where we lead others to remember their wholeness, to remember that as leaders, we're not here to fix people. As leaders, we are here to remind them, to guide them to see their wholeness, their cosmic magnificence. I truly love this work to bits. Like, I love this work so deeply because when I can witness a woman rising in her own power, when she can remember that she has the power to do this, that she has the power to stand and back herself, to lead herself, to to work through what we call fear, because she knows now fear is merely the true face of fear is merely passion. We are perceiving the world in a very different way, and we need more leaders to do this. We truly do. And this is what I really profoundly felt when I felt that moment of true alignment. I can't I can't describe how deeply aligned I am. I don't know what else to say about it. And I really hope that you can feel it in my energy. Because if you are my soul aligned client. You are, you really are. I work in the realm of energy. I work with the unseen. I work with the great mystery. It's not about, okay, how can we know the steps to get there? How do we get out of the void? What do we do? It's never been about that. If you can drop into the stillness within you, great, profound things can be created, because now you are reclaiming your power as the creator of your life. You remember who you are, and the divine works through you. The Tao works through you. And so I am hosting something truly special. It is a silent tea retreat called Spirit of the Forest. It's free. All you have to do is to fill up an application so that I can feel into your energy. And the emails will be sent out this Friday to all the applicants. But what I really, my intention for that silent tea retreat is also a pivotal point in my business. I've come from a very masculine way of running my business. I'm not gonna lie. Throughout my journey running my business, it's become a very alchemical cauldron of, having a sacred space and working with tea spirit and working with multi dimensions. And it's become so clear to me that this silent tea retreat is going to be almost like a gateway to the new era in my business. And so it's going to be a full on 1.5 hours of tea ceremony, bioenergetic activation, spiritual leadership, and we're going to dive deep into the stillness. We're going to allow the stillness to rise and see what comes up. I don't even know. And this is how I work. I don't plan anything. I let spirit lead. I allow tea spirit to come into the ceremony, and I allow Tao to take me, to use me as the vessel. And magic always happens in that way. Because if you can remember, miracles happen because we didn't expect them. And so I don't plan anything, because if it is planned, and it's not a bad thing, by the way, I'm just saying, if you plan anything, you just know you will expect the results, right? So if I were to work in the miracle realm, if I were to work in the unseen realm, I don't plan anything because I know something that blows our mind is going to come in. It's going to happen naturally. So if you are interested in this, you are very welcome to join me. Fill up the application, and we are going live on the 6th of June at 4 p.m. UK time. I'm not sure if there's going to be a replay. I'm still feeling into this. If you're joining us live, you can absolutely come along. If I eventually decide a replay is available, I will announce that after the event. But for now, it is to join us live at 4 p.m. UK time. So I just wanted to share that because I really am feeling such an uprising in my career, in my authentic self, in my entire journey as a spiritual being, living this amazing human experience, really. And to be honest, like, I know the power of the stillness that I can create, and I have sat with it for many years, but never have I actually felt so like this deep conviction. Like, I never felt like I could speak about it the way that I do. And I think it's because a lot of times I used to think that I have to really give like a tangible outcome to what I do. And so I don't regret a lot of the things that have been done. I definitely don't. I think they all served the way they did. Right now, I'm just really, really ready to work with leaders who just know that when they align their energy behind their business, their relationship, and everything, they're going to do incredible things. And they're going to make a huge impact in this world, because we all know this. We just have to really say, yeah, I admit to this, and I'm going to be ready to drop the masculine veil and really step into this. And, I've spoken really quite vocally about this, that we have to really decolonize the soul journey. And what I mean is that, yes, there is nothing wrong with getting the certificates, like all the certification and all the amazing things that are out there. But what if we really work with the great mystery in the way that you uniquely can? And here's the thing I love to just put in here is that, yes, I work with you in a very sacred space, allowing your authentic power to come through. What that means is that I always say this to my clients: you come into my space, I hold space in this way with tea in ceremony. However, it doesn't mean that you're coming in because you want to be certified as a tea ceremonialist, or that you want to carry this way of tea out to the world. It doesn't have to be. You want to, it's great. We can dive deep into that in a one-to-one mentorship. But if you are just here and you have a specific idea that I want my authentic power to rise, I want my intuition, my intuitive mastery, I want self mastery, I want emotional mastery, what you take away from the mentorship is going to be uniquely yours. You don't have to be serving tea as the outcome, you know? So I just want to put this out there. And yes, 100% of my work, my mentorship spaces are held online. And some of you might be surprised, but it really makes so much sense because I work with energy and everything about energy just collapses time and space. It bends time, it bends spaces, and everything is just as it should be. It really is. And so the energetic spaces I hold are very, very powerful. It really allows you to step forth, to really find what you need inside of you, and for you to decide, make the decision like, am I going to follow this devotion or am I going to sit with it for a while and not honor that? I mean, it's all your decision, right? So this is the thing. Like, I really truly believe that the new era of leadership isn't about telling someone what to do, but it's more about guiding you to what's within you, what you are here to do, and for you to honor that, to give you the permission, the courage to step into that fully. And when I say fully, honestly, it's limitless. That limitless potential that is you is so felt. And that is what I mean. It has to be felt. And so, bioenergetic practices that I'm going to bring into the retreat, you will also experience a little bit of that, is really to feel that, to feel the divine in you, to feel and know it is you. You are a cosmic being here to do incredible things, and you must be able to allow the energy to stream into your body for you to up level to the next frequency. This is going to be incredible, and probably the answer to anyone who's feeling like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed every time I have an up level. Well, that's happening, that's because there's a wobble. There's a wobble in your karmic causal body. There's a wobble in your mental body. Your mind cannot comprehend it. That is why we have to work to still the mind and start to reimagine who you are, and for the mind to observe that and witness that. That's when it gets on board and starts to work with you as the soul. That's when things magic happens. That's when you go beyond even trusting. It's not even about trusting the process anymore. It's just literally like, I just know. It's like where I'm at right now. It's like, I just know it's all happening. It's all coming. I don't need validation outside of me to tell me it's coming. I know it is happening already. And anything that desires to fall away is just going to fall away. I don't need to feel like it was my doing, my fault, or I did something wrong. It doesn't. I just know it has to be released, and it's okay. And if it's truly divine and it's meant to be, they will always come back. I just know this. And so I am so fired up about this work. I can talk about this forever, but I truly feel my work is energy based. It's all about working with frequency. And so words can't even cut it. You've got to experience it. So coming to the retreat is absolutely free to apply. If you want to join us, you're very welcome to apply. The link is in the comments section. And if you are looking into a deeper held space and deepening your connection with me, my mentorship spaces are absolutely open right now. I have the Siren Goddess Mastermind that's coming up. It's the first time ever I'm holding a mastermind. I'm so excited about this. It's going to kick off on the 8th of August at the Lionsgate portal, and it's going to last for 3 months. So we kick off on the 8th of August, and then we close on the 11th of November. So 11/11 and 8/8. So it's going to be so powerful in this portal. It's really for the multidimensional feminine leaders who are ready to step fully into their leadership, who really are ready to be held and allow the others to mirror back their immense grace and power. And I'm going to be there to really hold space for the alchemy that's going to happen. We're going to do so much work together. It's going to be incredible. It's like really high level and high touch support. So that's Mastermind. And I have one-to-one mentorship spaces opening up. I've got a 4-month Siren Goddess immersion one-to-one. You can work with me together for 4 months, and also a 1-year mentorship called the At Mysteries Gate mentorship. So one-to-one spaces are available for that. If you are interested, feel free to drop me a DM and we can have a chat. I'll be so happy to just guide you to the right places. I'm just so excited because there's so much here, and spiritual leadership is really like the one thing that's going to transform so much. If we can really embody our feminine energy and allow the masculine energy to help us, support us, rather than using the masculine energy to manipulate things, man, so much is gonna change. So much is going to up level. So much is going to be happening for us. And I can't wait for the non-linear transformations to just be witnessed. You know, you're gonna see it all around you. And I am so excited because I've been doing this for years now. This space has always been about that, transcending time and space, creating transformation that is non-linear and happens at the speed of light. And really going beyond all of that is really about trusting that you are an energy being. You have always been a formless misty white substance that started to come in and compress into this physical body. So you're not just a physical manifestation, but you're so much more than that. You are the divine being. And so if there are things you want to create, if there are things you want to do, and you feel like your mind is in the way all the time, it's really going to be so powerful for you, and it's going to be something you're going to carry with you all your life. So I'm really excited for this. And yeah, I want to share a little bit more about YT as well. Tea has been something that's really close to my heart. I first crossed paths with Tea Spirit in a tea ceremony in 2019. And I remember the divine mandate that I was given, very much so, and it is to serve tea. And I was given this really, really, really deep message that I am to serve tea. I am to drop everything I know and come in to serve tea. And so I am absolutely excited to share this power of something that has been handed. It's gone through so many hands of sages, shamans, Zen monks, and tea masters, and now it is here to guide the way for us. So it is a means to really deliberately do nothing so that we can come into this emptying out of all the things we know, and so that we can really come in to remember who we are, remember our divinity, so that we can walk and live as that, to walk and live as the goddess that you are, to walk and live as the cosmic self that you are, to walk and live as the soul that you are. And it goes without saying that tea ceremony has been something that's been utilized for centuries to drop from the mind into the heart. And it is widely known as a Shen tonic as well, the tea leaves that we used in the ceremony. Shen is spirit. And so when someone says you have the brightest eyes and the most enlivened eyes, it means really you are inspirited. You can see the spirit in your eyes. And so there is this saying where the tea can really put the Shen back into you. And I find that really, really true. Like I said, I've really suffered from many years of body dysmorphia, body disorders, eating disorders, anorexia in particular. And for many years, I've just never felt alive, really. I felt deeply disconnected from my body. But once I was I had to really go through and make the decision to really recover. And recovering in the journey of the recovery, I definitely had my moments of Kundalini awakening and meditation. That was before I met T. But when I met T, it was a moment of like, oh, I know I have my meditation. I know I have certain ideas of what spiritual awakening is, but this is like quietly powerful. It's not something that just like, whoa, oh my God, like psychedelic. But it definitely gave me a moment of like, oh, I'm home. I am home. I am home. And it's like, om, om, om. And knowing, embodying, trusting, standing in my power, even though it gets dark and difficult. And even then, dark and difficult doesn't sound true anymore in the space that I'm in right now, because I live with this great mystery, and I trust, and I allow, and I'm becoming the great mystery itself. And so that has been the power of tea ceremony. It's been allowing me, something I sit with every single day. And it's given me so much joy in my life. And it's been so sacred for me to sit with clients who are drawn to this work. And so many, actually, most of them would always say, they don't even know why they are drawn to my space. They don't know why they even are drawn to me as a mentor, but they just know. And I honestly want to say it's always quite been almost like a certainty that we have done this for many lives, many lifetimes before, perhaps, and many, many different lives for some of them that have come into my life. And I'm just really excited for this new era, I suppose, in a way of speaking, because I feel I already can see the incredible leaders who are going to come into my space. And it's just going to be so out of this world, because we're going to be doing incredible work. We're really going to have really deep contemplation and embodiment of what it really means to lead, not from this space of scarcity and fear, but rather to lead with deep knowing, embodied wisdom, knowing that we are the ancient ones coming back for many, many lives. And we do know what we are doing. We do know what we are living through. We do know what we are here to do. We do know what we are here to lead others through. And like I said, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again and again and again. The work begins with ourselves. When we elevate our own state of consciousness, we're elevating the state of consciousness of the humanity in general. And so it's not about what is happening outside of us. It's always been what's happening within us, inside of us, in us. And so if we can embody the leadership that we desire to see, if we can truly reclaim our power as the feminine and allow the masculine to support the energy that we are here and born with, that we are here to harness, we're going to create incredible things. And T is divinely feminine. She is such a gorgeous goddess. As I speak, I can just feel like my solar plexus is pulsating. My heart is just burning, and gosh, yeah, so much goodness here. So, all right, I think I've said enough. I am gonna hold a moment of silence. I am just gonna share this stillness and just say that the moment I completely let go of wanting to be seen, I am seen. And it is a deep knowing. It is a deep conviction. And I desire for all you beautiful multidimensional feminine leaders to hold this light as well, to embody this vortex of stillness. And so this is my work. This is what I'm here for. Reclaim your power. Don't be afraid of your truth. Don't be afraid of your true nature. You are immense. You are profound. You're divine. We need you. We need your light. Let's shed some of those things away. Let's peel them back so that you can allow this light to rise. I welcome you deeply, whether it is to the Silent Tea Retreat or into my mentorship spaces. You're so welcome. Let's make some magic together. Okay, my loves. So, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you've commented, I'm going to check. I'm going to look. If not, all good. If you have already signed up for the tea retreat, you will receive an email on Friday. Make sure you are signed up. Otherwise, you might miss it. Otherwise, I think that's it for me. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. Thank you, my loves, and have a beautiful day.